I have started that.
Okay. Yep. So you'll have to, yeah, on your end as the host.
Okay. So the group, project name, project number, actual dates, estimated. We already have this. So what I have done is I have created two more calculations. So let me show you how does this calculation look like. So I'm doing this in data module. So I think I guess you are using package. So you need to create this calculation in your as a data item, and you need to put this calculation in your package. So let me edit this calculation. So first calculation that I have created is days between. So there is a function in Cognos that calculates days between two dates. So if you click on this function, it will show you how you can use this function. So if you give two dates, it will give you how many days that are in between from 2002 June to 2002 April 30. So this calculates days between for me. So
Okay.
so for example, if you see 2020 110
Yep.
to 220. So since estimated date is in February, but actual, actual, I didn't get exact logic. Is Are you calculating on actuals or estimated? Like for example, let's suppose your project estimated date. This is how I'm thinking. Your project estimated date was on February 20, and actually you completed on January 10th. This is how
Correct.
I'm thinking. So if this
Yes,
is
that's
correct,
correct.
then
Yep.
that means it completed way before the estimated date. So we are getting
Exactly.
minus numbers in minus.
Correct. So,
Okay.
so one of the reasons I gave that example is the projects that we're doing the calculations for are these really long-term projects. In the vast majority of cases, they run over the estimated time. But in
Okay.
the reports that I've been working with, I have found that there's a few that do run early. They finish before the estimated date. So
Okay.
then I thought I better have one or two of those in the sample data just to make sure the logic works.
Okay. So the days between calculation function from Cognos calculates the number of days for me. So if it is minus or plus, it will be decided on what we put first here. Like I have put actual date. So I'm looking actual date minus estimated date. So
No
this
problem.
based on this, it will give me the numbers. So next, what I'm calculating is the color codes. So what are the ranges that should have red, green, and amber? So I did my calculation. So what I'm saying is, if my days between less than or equal to 0, if it is minus or less than 7, so you can change these numbers. I'm giving it as 1. So I'm just making three color codes, 1, 2, 3. So if my days between is greater than 7 or less than or equal to 30. So if I complete a project after 7 days or within 30 days of
Yep.
estimated date, that is used as two numbers. So it would be used as green, red. And if I complete the project after the 30 days of estimated date, then it will be counted as 3. So I have created this calculation as well. Now what I'm doing is I'll go back to the report. I'm using these calculations here for color coding. Okay, so these two calculations are required for me to have color coding. So only for that reason I'm creating this calculation. So
Okay.
let me show you how I have done So I don't need to use a repeater here. So repeater was not required here for me. So just a simple list. Select all these data items, drag it into the list. Now there is a concept called section in Cognos. If you click the first data item, and there is a concept called section unsection. So you can section this row so that it appears as a header here.
Okay.
So for validation purpose, I'm adding these two data items here. We can remove it later. So next thing is I need to create a variable, style variable. So for that, what I will do, I will go to reports, variables.
Chad, and this is recording. Just the reason why I asked that is I'm going to need to review this a few times. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm recording that.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
variables. So now why we are using variables is because we want to color code. So for color coding, we need to set some conditions. So I have already created the calculation called color code calculation. You can see this. I'll edit this. So what I'm saying, when color calculations that I have already created, when this is 1, I'm setting it as green,
Yep.
and this is still amber. And if it is 3, then it is red.
Sure.
So when we create the string variables, if we double click here, the values inside these automatically come here. If it doesn't come here, then we need to manually add these values.
Okay.
The one that I have put in then condition, green, amber, red, these three.
Okay.
So for
Now,
example,
if
I
we
will
click
show you,
on, yeah, no, I'm following. Sorry, continue.
like you can add this other as well. So I can remove this. This doesn't appear here. So what I have to do is I can click new, enter the same name that I have here, like no
Sure.
spelling
Of course.
mistakes, no caps mistakes, same,
Of
everything is
course.
the
Of
same.
course. Sure.
Green, amber, red. So okay, I have created my variable. So now I have to use this variable. So I will go to my page. Now what I have to do is I need to click on the date on which I want to apply the color. Okay. So when you click on the date, you need to select this area that I have selected currently, and
Yep.
this if you look at the ancestor button, it should show list column body. This is called ancestor button. I guess you know regarding ancestor button. Then I will go to my conditional variable. Okay. Then click green first. Then I'll select my style variable. Click the string one that I have created. Press OK. Okay. So when I press OK, all these options will be displayed to me. So what I will do is I will go, and since I have selected green here, I will apply the color, background color as green. So I'll select green. Okay. Next, I will go to my conditional variable, select amber, and go to background color, and select red. Go to background color, select red. So in Cognos Analytics, this shows here at the top right, but if you are in Cognos 10,
Yep.
this button will show up here in this area at this point where I am pointing my cursor. So it will show up here.
I'm just trying to have a look for it in mine. So
You will have a report, query, classes, then variables. It will appear here at, the, at this point where I'm pointing the cursor.
so it'll be in query. Oh yes, I can see it now.
So
Yes.
notice this
So
icon, this one. Okay.
yes, I can see it now. I can see the variables as well. I can see a variable folder. I don't have anything in there, obviously, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So just the GUI has changed, but the method how we do is same. So what you need to do, you need to click here at this point, like this will be the icon. Then select green, and one by one select the colors. Okay. So you need to
Sure,
follow this.
no problem.
Let me. Do page preview. Invalid. Why is it invalid? Um, I'm getting an error here. I'm revalidating it. H2. Select this. Try, or I can run H2.
Oh, fantastic! But no traffic lights not up and running. Oh, there we go.
I think this is the page one that I have created. So I have reused the same variable here. So that's why it broke up.
So you didn't need to use a repeater table for this.
No, I don't need to use repeated data for this. Just section.
Okay, great.
Click on go drag all the
Yeah, yeah,
items to the list.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Just
select.
as you said, the section. Sure.
Okay, I need to find why I'm not getting it right. Page 2. Okay, this background color. Right. Okay. Icon, amber, yellow, set, green, set. Okay, let me run this once again. So this is the page 1 that I had created previously. So I'll go to page down. This is the page that I have created
Yep.
just now. So it shows actual dates, and when you can see days between actual and estimated. So you can tally with this. Okay. Then once you are sure that okay these results are done, you can remove these two columns. These two are not required.
Sure.